Oh crap. Now I'm live. Okay, well, I thought I was live earlier and I wasn't, and now I am because I guess I missed the button. So, hey, that happens to the best of us. At least I can acknowledge when I'm wrong. That's what they teach us in AA. Be honest, take responsibility for your actions, accept your choices. This is a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And right now is a little bit of that. I got confused. See what happens when you don't have your coffee first thing in the morning? It's not a good thing. Okay, well, anyhow, we're going to talk about Debbie Schultz last night, and once again, her mouth is going, as usual, and nothing truthful is coming out. So I'm going to set Debbie Schultz straight, just so she understands what the hell is going on, and our governor also. A, us taxpayers are not going to pay for advertisement for the state of Florida so you can make another bad deal, Mr. Governor. First off, it's our money. Second off, why don't you stand back and represent us instead of representing what you represent, which is nothing but lies and manipulation and bullshit, and your bottom end of your wallet, kind of like Debbie Schultz, her wallet, her bottom line. Well, I was looking up some information about lobbyists, and I was like looking around, and I found out some really interesting things. Just to tell you a little bit about where I'm at, I'm on Google, okay, and I am looking at Mother Jones's, and it's a cash flow chart. Now, this chart, which tells the flow of what congressman is taking what money from whom, which would be either the lobbyists or the lawyers. Now, the lobbyists represent what they want to be put on the floor, put on the bill, get it through signed, and then after that, it's how much money do I owe you? That's what that comes down to. So, when you go to a representative, in the world, and you think they're doing an honest job, they're not. Lobbyists pay out a lot of money, and it's quite amusing on how much they pay out. Okay, let's see. Ooh, there's so many here, I don't even know which one to go first. Committee chair surprise, Congress represents industry and cash. Oh, there was a part in here that I just love. You'll love hearing this, okay? Here it is. It says, what if the number of congressmen were seated not by party, but according to the industries which give them the most money over their entire career? This is why I think senators and congressmen, when the president leaves, they leave. Because you guys you're not working for us, you're working for yourselves. And I'm sorry for the Republican Party of idiots. What? You're not going to get your lobbyists, giving you more money, plus your lawyers giving you more money, plus your political party money. Oh, I'm so sad. Thank you, Donald Trump, for stopping that shit. Now, let's just go to. Now, what I'm looking at is, I wish I could turn it to you, but I can't. It doesn't, it's glare. Okay, what it is it's a highlight of all the congressmen. You know how they sit in a circle like that, up and then back, and then go down, and they're half circles. Okay. Well, there's a green part, then there's a yellow, brown, and then there's the red, and then there's blue, and then there's like an orange color, if you want to call it a color. Anyhow, what it is it tells where these senators, where they're from, who they represent. And then it says the exact amount. Okay, we're not going to say names because I don't want no logistical lawsuits here. But this senator, D and Y, we'll just go that way. That's all you need to know, has 2 terms. He has totally raised $62 million, 27% of the financing from insurance companies and real estate. Okay? Now, top donator in the special election to fill Ted Kennedy's seat, Brown's biggest donators were fundamentally invested Bryan Capital, Mitt Romney, Old Firm. These are congressmen that were represented by each other before they got to where they are. Like, so if Mitt Romney sat on a car, in a law firm, the good old boy club, wash your back, my back, whatever. Hey, let's make a deal. And let's have the taxpayers pay for it. Okay, well, that's pretty much what they've done. Now, let's see this one. Oh, this guy we all know and love. Matter of fact, I talked about him last night. He wears glasses and he's got no chin and he has no kahunas. As far as I'm concerned, he's the biggest slime bucket walking around on the planet. His grubby little hands made $37.2 million. 14% of that was from the firearms industry. Yeah, that tells you what to do. Okay. Then we have another senator, and we won't tell you where he's from, but it's VA, so we know who that is. He raised $17.3 million, 24% from fire. Sorry, it's the fire. Now, some of these representatives had 12 terms, 21 terms. Really? What the? Now, these people are making money off of us, and then we're sitting back going, no, 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 no. Well, Marco Rubio, he showed us his true colors. He got his credit cards mixed up. He couldn't figure out which was which and which was the welfare card. The welfare card being us paying for him and his family and friends to go flying around while he should be doing his job, and he wasn't. Now let's get to Debbie. Debbie Schultz. I love to take this person's face who represents Florida. Thank God it's not in my district, but she still represents Florida, which still boggles the brain. I mean, I'm sorry. The witch can't do 2 and 2 is 4 without getting caught and trying to make it 8. New math to her, I guess. Debbie Schultz. Listen, I'm going to set you straight, Deb. Okay, Obamacare, y'all screwed it up. You made it so everybody could keep their doctors and whatever, and it would not. And then the surprise came. All of the BS that followed after. Everybody got left hanging with no doctors. But Obama promised there would be there, and Debbie Schultz was right behind him saying, yay, 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 let's go, support, support, support. Debbie, your head is so far up of every male's rear end that I am surprised you can even breathe. From what I can see, your career is a joke, and it's a bad nightmare, and it's a bad deal for Florida. First off, Trump is getting rid of illegals who are illegally here working, that are drug dealers, murderers, rapists, who are here illegally, doing illegal things wrong, emptying the jails and the prisons. I understand, Debbie, and I understand, Mr. Mayor, Representative of Florida. I know you have your best interest in what you call the big money. First off, you signed off a deal in the dark at night with the Indians, and what's going to happen with the gambling and the gaming. You didn't tell us about that, did you? Well, you got caught because I brought it up. Yeah, he signed that deal Thursday night at 8:35 p.m. Then he has the balls to tell everybody in Florida, I want to raise taxes because I want you all to help pay for what? Advertisement? Advertise this, dude. No, we're not doing it. You and Debbie have your special interest groups, and we know who they are. And they're not representing all of us. And we know what the foul smell is. It's called Lake Okeechobee. You have polluted it, you have murdered it, you have killed it. And now we have a big sinkhole in Florida, and it's doing what to our water table? Like Michigan? You know, the representative of Florida need to get their heads out of their asses and out of the ground and really represent Florida. And I'm sorry, representing illegal aliens and doing it behind our back and supporting bills that don't work and stabbing us in the back like you have done repeatedly, the two of you, shame on you all. And as for your congressmen and your senators, you all need to lose your jobs and be replaced, because you're not working for us either. And as the witch hunt you're looking for, why don't you start with finding out who started what first? Obama started that raid that went off, that took off. Okay? First off, when you're in the military, there are channels. Considerably a lot of channels. But you want to blame Trump. Sorry, honey, the person you want to blame, everybody, is not Trump. Trump got the information at the very last moment. Yes, under his watch, yes, but understand he didn't get the full details of what Obama did before he left. Like the money he embezzled out of the country. Like the money he donated to a bunch of places in Iraq. Bet y'all didn't know that bit, did ya? See, Obama was a busy little man before he left. And he did a lot of sneaky crap under the table. And Trump is getting held responsible. Well, I'm sorry. You want to take responsibility? Step up, Mr. Senators. Step up, Mr. Congressman. And take responsibility for your political actions, what you have done to us. And now it's time for you to go and the swamp to be drained. We won't miss you. We won't care. But Debbie, get your information straight. He's taking out the bad guys. And if your wallet, like I said, is so big, well then why don't you bring them over to your place? I'm sure you can handle it. You can lie and smile and bat your little ashes and just tell anybody anything you want. Honey, you're a pile of crap. And as for our governor, you're a bigger pile of crap. I think all of you representatives need to pull your heads out of your asses and really look at what's going on. We have gotten screwed, America, in so many ways. Our kids can't even spell, let alone understand what a job is, or morals, or ethics. Thank you to our politicians who have taught us nothing but lie and manipulation works. Then you got the professional football players, basketball players, and all of you entertainment people. Love y'all, but you know what? Do what you do best. Don't do politics, and just make your movies and your little scripts and take your big paychecks and go do what you basically do, whatever it is. The rest of us who work our asses off, and the rest of us who do have a life, and the rest of us who do care on what's going on in the world, I'm sorry, our senators and our congressmen seem to think we're their play toys because they've had them for so long. Well, that was a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope everybody finds a friend, give him a hug, have a cup of coffee, call it a day. This is my personal opinion on our politics. They suck. They're stupid. They have no clue. They have no idea what the real world is. Those of us who live in it and pay our taxes and take care of our kids and take care of our homes are the ones feeling it. And maybe it's about time that we start going live and going public and saying enough is enough. The swamp needs to be drained. The bullshit lies on the news needs to be stopped. We need to just stop and support our president and get behind the man. You've gotten behind the bushes, for God's sakes, and look what they've done. You've gotten around all the other presidents, and look what they've done. So the least you could do is try something new and fresh, with no bullshit being shoveled. You know, over the years we've been lied to. Let's try something new and appealing and fresh. For one, how about if the news stops lying? Stop taking your own interest in your own ratings and stop Tell us the truth. Don't lie to us. And as for the black and white and Black Lives Matter and this and that, you know what? Everybody hates everybody. Everybody's pissed at everybody. And everybody is angry at everybody. And you know why? The media slams us with one-sided issues, one thing only, and it's their way, highway, and nothing else. You don't hear nothing good about nothing in life anymore. Occasionally you might hear something good, but you don't. The news media is nothing but bull. They need to clean up their act just as much as Debbie Schultz and as much as our governor. They all like to lie. It's called good and evil. Those of us who are good want good things for Americans. Want our men and women coming home from a war being treated with respect and dignity. Should have free housing, should have free cars, and should have the lifestyle they deserve and gave up. Bottom line. And as for the rest of the homeless, guess what? I think we could build tiny little homes and put everybody in a tiny little house, and everybody will be happy. But you all want the same old rhetoric every day, and that is, feed me some more bull crap, because Trump is Mr. Bad, and Mr. Obama was good. Well, you know what? Mr. Obama didn't do that great of a job. What Mr. Obama did was make us weak, sorry for ourselves, for our mistakes, made us look like we were idiots that could be spoon-fed crap. Well, you're out, Obama. Thank God, and you can't handle no more crap to anybody. But as for the political party, give Donald Trump a chance, people. Just give him a chance. It's only fair. You've gotten behind Bush. You got behind Carter. You got behind Nixon. You got behind JFK. Come on. Let's all wake up and smell the coffee. He's not out for the big guys. Our congressmen and our senators are doing a bang-up job of that one. Well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Bye.